From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, 2nd down coming up. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if he can get to it.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Pickett. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be on to the races.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. A pitch out to Mostert. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Chiefs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
3rd and 2.
48-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
41-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now Bolden on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pacheco once again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run here with Pacheco. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Pick it now, third and goal. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And how about that for just running out the clock? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Easy. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
In motion left goes a tight end. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bears take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fields. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson powering forward. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And Pickett going to move his guys around.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. Taking it right down Broadway. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chiefs nothing. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff now for Pacheco. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Pickett now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Pacheco off the option. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Pacheco. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here we go.
2nd and 7.
Hey, Ken.
Play action. It's Fields. And got his man complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 65 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go.
First down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Levante David in on the tackle. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well extend a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, son.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Pickett will look to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready. 18, right. 18, right. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cooper Kupp halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, and that's caught inside the 30. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands. And
he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. The York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Bears 28, Chiefs 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And still fighting. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pickett right back to the air again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he's got room. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. One final shot for Pickett. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.